What's up, people? It's been a minute since this app has seen my face. Here's a different kind of video that I haven't done in a minute, maybe. I don't know. But today we're ranking SHaelynn Jones's Seeing the Reason. So we're going to go from worst to best, and we're just going to see how it reels out. So coming all the way at the bottom, the worst song of the album overall has to be this one. So overall, the reason that I put Disco Monkey all the way at the bottom is because, for me, it just doesn't fit in the album. Like how, I don't know, it just doesn't fit in the album because the album is mostly electronic. It's like Balloon to Tyler, the Creator's Chromacopia. That's the only example I could really find for that song. It's a good song overall, that's why I got a 6 out of 10, but it's not good for the album. So, without that, let's move on over to number 9. The reason that I put The Flower of SHae at number 9, ranked at a 6.4 out of 10, is because it doesn't bring much emphasis to the album. It feels like it just goes all over the place with its sounds and dubstep noises, or the electronic noises. But yeah, okay. Now we move on to number 8. The reason that I put Leaf at number 8 with a 6.6 out of 10 is because, honestly, it's just very noisy. It doesn't feel like it's very, put together for the album. But, without that, let's go over to number 7. The reason that I put Zoom Trance all the way in number 7 is because it feels like it's very well blended together and has a very catchy tune. And I don't think I would put it as the best track, but I think it purely deserves a spot, mainly in number 7. We're getting into the good tracks. It's ranked at a 7 out of 10. But let's go over to number 6. The reason that I put Lord of Wonk at number 6 is because how I like it fits in with the funky and dubstep-ish noise and tone with the album. It's also ranked a 7.5 out of 10. So let's move on over to number 5, which is... The reason that I put Space on... Oh, there went the iPhone. The reason that I put Space Unleashed at number 5 is mostly because it just has a long section of just heavy dubstep. And it was very close to being ranked an 8 out of 10, but it was ranked a 7.9. And that long section of heavy dubstep just kind of brings it down a bit, but it's still a good track. Now let's go on to number 4. The reason that I put Seeing the Reason, SHae's mix at number 4, is mostly because I mostly like the calm and electronic tone from this track, and it is ranked an 8.9 out of 10, so that's a big bump up. Number 3 is... the Smoky Vision is a 8.9 out of 10. I really like this track because in the track list, it goes Swing That Bass, Air Movement, Disco Monkey, which I said was the worst track. It would probably lose some people. Smoky Vision, with how the album is mostly electronic, would bring some people back, as in like, oh wait, this album might have some good bits to it. Okay, let's move on to number 2. The reason that I put Air Movement at number 2, being ranked a 9 out of 10, is mostly because, like I said, this album has a very electronic-y, dubstep-ish tone, and it fits well within that dubstep tone that keeps people kind of attached to the album with the first 2 tracks. Now let's move on to overall number 1. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will agree with me on this. The reason that I put Swing That Bass at number 1 with a 10 out of 10 is mostly because what is there more to be said? It is an amazing opener track that will get people attached to the album as soon as they start listening to it. It is just a very nice-made track by SHae, and I honestly think, personally, it is her best track. Well, I thank you all for watching, and please check out the new album, The Night of the October 10th, with 10 tracks, including McClanahan being on the 7th track. I think he's a pretty good feature and has a pretty good song in it, and well, I'll see you later.